Hi, I just got home from work.
Do I gotta come get you?
You're still alive.
What the?
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, all this lady wants to know is if he's dead. She's also taking requests. Today, everybody is on repeat. The libs, the media, all of it. We're taking a little sneak peek into the Hivemind. It's going to be fun. So let's jump into that liberal pool of madness right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Hi, I just got home from work. Is he dead? Please, somebody tell me he's dead. Easter weekend, can you imagine? Oh my God. Take JD with you, pretty please, and Stephen Miller and Mike Johnson and Miss Lindsey Graham. Can you just...
Well, I mean, Lindsay.
Rockets? The Rockets' red glare? Iran. It's big and white.
Hey, Iran, girl, that at the White House, right? Nah, get your ass up. Do I gotta come get you? I know gas is high,
That's
but
true,
bitch,
yeah.
I'm on the way. Sitting that miss.
Protect and preserve these nuts. You, ice.
Wow.
You. Look at this prick. Look at this prick. You. Can someone explain to me how the hell can 9 million people, the biggest protest
Ever paid for by Soros.
in American history happen, and our president is still our president? What the is going on? Are you retarded?
Oh my God, what bullshit was that this weekend? What bullshit was that this weekend? Pretending to go to the hospital, pretending. I mean, you gave us hope. And it turns out you're still breathing, man. Anyway, I made my video yesterday before I saw what you had said. We hate you, we hate you, we hate you. So someone asked how many orange steaks I had. I used to have 5. Now I only have 3. I wonder where they went.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what we just watched, but if there was some sort of Oscar equivalent for TDS, well, she would be the winner. That chick's TDS is stage 5 for sure.
We deserve every terrible thing that continues to happen. Because we continue to not stop it. Plain and simple.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
And I have set out a deadline for myself where if we are not going to be wheeling out guillotines, I am punching my ticket because I refuse to live like this anymore.
Live like what? What? What possible oppression are you feeling in your normal everyday life? Aside from maybe paying a little bit extra for gas right now. Life is not that horrible, lady. I think you can cope just a little bit.
And I refuse to live like this, surrounded by so many cowards that can make excuse after excuse after excuse.
Okay. And?
I will not do this anymore. So we'll see what happens in that window of time. But I think that we deserve every horrific thing that continues to happen to us. Every single day that passes that we do nothing to stop it. Get pissed at me.
I think that lady just needs to go get a puppy or something. Or even better, disconnect from the hive mind and go outside and get some sunshine.
When this is all over and Trump is gone and Democrats are back in charge and we're rebuilding everything, the punishment for MAGA for voting Trump 3 times needs to be that they lose their internet access for 4 years. That they cannot post videos or comments on social media for 4 straight years, so that none of us are subjected to their lies and misinformation.
Wild eyes. Well, then that should also go for the liberals when the Republicans are in charge. I think everybody should be locked out of social media on the liberal side. And I'm telling you, wow, the healing this country would have would be absolutely off the charts, mind-blowing. But, okay, that's good.
While we're rebuilding the chaos that they caused, the whole world and America gets to be without their BS online for 4 straight years. Can we all agree to this?
The President of the United States just said that a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. The President of the United States just said that a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again.
Psst, Greta, you already said that.
And no one is reacting. This speaks for itself. What the is anyone even doing at this point? We have normalized genocide, total annihilation of entire people, the systematic destruction of the biosphere, which we are all depending on to survive, and that corrupt, racist war criminals can act with complete impunity. But even though we have allowed far too much so far, it is not too late to say stop. If we don't, we shouldn't be able to call ourselves human.
Women.
If you're enjoying the show and would like to support the channel, scan the QR code. Links are down below. Let's do a hot chocolate together because the Lib Zone runs on it.
MAGA! Are you home? Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm awake. Calm down. My goodness. Well, this is Melissa, and she is actually quite the awful. She is hoping that the missing airman, which I think is still missing. Well, in any case, if he's still missing, this lovely young lady would really like for Iran to capture him. And if that happens, nothing good will come of it, especially for the pilot. What a horrible person. Let's take a look.
When you're at war with somebody, guess what that other country does? Exactly what they've been doing through history all this time, right? You take them hostage and you use them for leverage. So guess what Iran did? They put a bounty out on his head. And who?
So gleeful. Look at the absolute glee in this woman's eyes.
Whoever finds him gets a great award. I can't wait. Hopefully it's like money or jewels. I hope the person who finds him is very poor and ends up being very wealthy. And I hope Iran holds their promise.
What an ignorant POS. I hope karma bites her in the ass for her evil video. Well, maybe just a nibble would suffice. We called these people traitors. Now we call them Democrats. Yeah, totally. Enjoy unemployment, Melissa. Yeah, there are some people wanting to basically cancel culture her, which, I guess it's good for the goose, good for the gander, right? And just in case you were wondering exactly what kind of country this lady was rooting for to get that American pilot, well, here is some of the death tolls that Iran is directly and indirectly responsible for since 1979. Let's take a look. It's kind of staggering. We got direct deaths, 10,000 to 20,000 killed. Estimate, of course, is probably higher than that. And indirect deaths, 500,000 plus. My gosh, how could you root for a country that puts that kind of death and misery upon everybody else in the world? Just doesn't make sense.
That latest video by the country that starts with an I, that we're at war with, I gotta be TikTok friendly here. The one, again, with more Lego figures, called Loser.
And just to give you a little bit of context, it's these Iranian propaganda videos they've been putting out. We discussed it in length in yesterday's show. Go check it out. I'll put a link up above. or somewhere for you to check that out. But yeah, so here's just a snippet of what she's talking about. I believe this is the one she is referencing. Take a look.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
And it's set to rap music. I'm blown away by it. And I had to watch it 4 or 5 times to pick up the hidden messages. And
yet, as discussed in yesterday's show, the claim is that these videos are made the way they are because Trump supporters are too stupid and they're targeted towards Trump supporters. But I made the case, the question being, who are they really made for? I think they're made for the leftists of this country because they already hate Trump. They hate the war, obviously. And I think it's the left. They're really going to be the only ones watching this crap. And this lady's proof that I was right. Anyways.
not so hidden messages. And I still don't think that I caught them all. But I want to give my opinion about this video. And I want to establish right off the get-go, I don't condone any threats to anyone's life, including the President of the United States.
Well, that's good.
Don't
That's
condone
good.
it.
Okay.
So
you're sort of a sane lefty. Okay, that's good. You're kind of a unicorn, but okay.
let's put that aside.
Yeah.
The rest of it. This video, watching how they treated Trump and his administration and the MAGA movement, it just validated that it's not crazy to question why anybody is treating this administration with any kind of legitimacy, with any kind of respect. When you look at Donald Trump's history, criminal history.
What criminal history? He has no criminal history except for the bogus charges the Democrats tried to force upon him because they're totally corrupt.
Corruption.
Oh, yes.
Fraud,
yeah, corruption. Yeah.
His lack of intelligence. And
his lack of intelligence, the man has created a multi-billion-dollar empire that will last generations. As long as his kids don't screw it up, which I don't think they're going to. My gosh.
when you look at
I want to put this into perspective for every not disabled person who doesn't get it.
Okay.
I can't get a job because I'm disabled, right? Okay, but I can't get on disability either because my disability is undiagnosed.
Is it just that it's undiagnosed or that it's actually not real because you're just kind of crazy? Okay.
Okay. But I can't get it diagnosed either because I can't afford to go to the doctor. Because I can't get a job.
Wow. Okay. That's
Are we seeing the issue yet?
Where is my family? Where are the people in my family, my blood relatives, who claim to be Christian, who claim to be followers of Christ, but they can literally see me suffering this much and do absolutely nothing? 30 seconds of sun exposure will put me in the hospital with my skin literally falling off.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
30 seconds? Huh. Seems a little hyperbolic, but okay.
I also have 12 other diagnosed conditions on top of my sun allergy because COVID destroyed my immune system.
COVID? COVID did? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure you got the vaccine and multiple boosters, but I'm sure that had nothing to do with it.
I'm on the brink of losing everything that I have. My home, my animals, my car that is custom designed to fit my disability because I'm too sick to work.
Wait, how is it custom designed to fit your disability? I don't see any kind of tinting on these windows, lady. So you're getting full sunlight through the windows, which is going to apparently set you on fire. Are you like a vampire or something? What is going on?
And I have family members that literally own multiple homes because they have so much money. And where are they? We lost a family member to COVID. My family is well aware of how bad COVID can be. But where are they? I know some of them keep tabs on me. I know some of them watch my videos. And then I'm sure they go and talk about me behind my back to other members of the family. But not a single one of them have reached out. Why?
And also, by the way, why are you not wearing shades, right? I mean, because you're letting sunlight in through the glasses. I guess maybe they could be UV protected. I don't know, but okay, let's go on.
Where are you? After my last hospitalization, when I called every single person, family and friend that I could think of to come and help me, and no one came, I was told by family to either get over it or leave them alone. Blood relatives, the family that I was born into. I didn't choose you. Your did. And you claim to be followers of Christ. Well, Christ said to take care of the sick and disabled. But I guess that doesn't apply.
Yeah, he also said to kind of, take care of yourself as well as much as possible.
To blood relatives.
Being related to an insufferable bitch does not require you to engage with her. 12 other diagnosed conditions, 13 total, 14 with COVID. She wins the victimhood Olympics. Yeah, yes, she does. But if she didn't blame everyone, she'd have help. Bet if she were a member of a church before she got sick, she would have help. That's a really good point. Because she probably was not a member of a church before she needed the help. Okay. Is the personality one of the dozen or so disabilities? COVID destroyed her immune system, or the vaccine did. I think that's closer to the truth. I know after I got the shot, because I was forced to by my employer at the time, it wasn't that long after that I had like major blood clots, one dangerously close to my heart, which almost took me off of this plane of existence. But thankfully, that has all been taken care of. Maybe they will hang out with you if you stop dressing like, like a Sith Lord. That is definitely true.
Isn't it sad that we call the United States the greatest country on earth, and we can't even have our doors unlocked for more than 10 minutes without feeling fear? Do you guys know that other countries in the world don't have that same fear constantly?
I wonder
that
why.
That is not a normal feeling.
I just
danced
the wall. Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, that shit up.
Or maybe this is why. I don't.
Do not get in the middle of my comment sections trying to correct how I talk when I speak heavy AAVE. That's African American vernacular English. That's what y'all call modern day slang or Gen Z slang. Bitch, that's black folk talk.
Yeah, I think it's more black folk talk, not Gen Z slang. Why don't you just speak regular English? Why do you have to have this weird vernacular to be from the ghetto or something? Look, I've known plenty of black people in my life, and none of them spoke with this AAVE garbage.
Oh, I spell exactly how I talk. Don't come in my comment section trying to correct how I spelled, because I spelled it how I said it. If I said he want to get up out of his contract, I spelled it W-O-N-T. That's wrong. I spelled it how I talk, bitch. I know the difference between won't and want, bitch. If there's no need to assimilate or code switch, bitch, I'm gonna be unapologetically black. Don't come in my comment section trying to correct me on how I talk, especially you black. Get the out of here with that. I said what I said.
And this guy might also be one of the reasons why we need to lock our doors, or at least protect our food orders. Take a look.
Man, I walk in McDonald's to get some breakfast before I get my hair done, right? As soon as I walk in, they like, oh, you here for a DoorDash order for Bree? Hell yeah.
Wow.
Let me get that. I don't even want all this. But yeah, I'm in here for a DoorDash order. Let me get that.
So I walked into a Chipotle not too long ago, and they had start doing these DoorDash orders, I guess, because they had a separate shelving system set up with a whole bunch of bags, orders, ready to go. So I'm assuming the person doing the DoorDash just goes and picks up the stuff and leaves, right? Or if you ordered online or something and just wanted to come pick it up when it's ready, just walk in and grab it. And I was thinking, I could totally just walk over there and grab a bag and just leave, and nobody would probably question it. But, I mean, obviously I wouldn't do that, of course, not in a million years. But somebody definitely could. And obviously, this guy is taking advantage of those type of systems. It's a shame. Thanks to Democrats, we are living in a consequence-free society. It is amazing how fast that changed. But thanks to Trump, that's all about to change. Yes, I think slowly but surely we're getting back to sanity. A ghetto rat taking food that he did not pay for put these scumbags in prison for life. Okay, now I think life is a little extreme for, you know, stealing some pancakes. But I get your point. We used to punish people for it. Now we subscribe to watch them do it more. Yikes, that's actually kind of true.
Are you people aware that not just Jesus died on one of these? Like, people were hung on these.
What? What? No. I'm sorry. I'm just a MAGA guy. I'm too stupid to know that hundreds of thousands of people were killed and crucified over the Romans. They perfected the art of crucifixion because they did it so often. Oh, but I guess I'm just a dumb conservative. Okay, please educate me.
Innocent people, guilty people, whatever. This was how they unalived people. This isn't just you wear.
Can you please stop saying unalive people? Just have the balls to say killed? Why can't we say that word? Why are people so afraid to say that word? Jeez.
On your neck.
It really annoys me. I'm sorry.
The way people were killed. Like, they were nailed to it. Not just Jesus. Lots of people were tortured on these things.
And I found out actually just recently that because nails were quite the, commodity, I guess, back in the day, they reused nails, so they probably didn't wash them either. That means you got all the ickiness from the last person going into your hands and feet. Actually, it's the ankle, but that's all pretty gross. That's all pretty gross. It's bad.
Now we wear it on our neck. We buy them and we sit them in our yard. That is crazy.
Wait. Who sits them in their yard? That's usually what the KKK did when they were trying to intimidate black people. They'd burn a cross on their front lawn. I don't know. Okay.
You don't have a guillotine in your front yard as a decoration. We don't wear guillotines from our neck. We don't have an image of horses drawn and quartering people because it's weird. It's grotesque. I understand that in the religious faith, in the Christian faith, I was a former Christian, that this is symbolizing his death. Can't we find something else? Can't you, a halo or something to put up in your yard, something that was used to hurt and kill people? It's so morbid and bloodthirsty, and I don't get how people don't see it like that.
To be totally honest, my church doesn't celebrate the cross at all. We don't have any hanging in any of our buildings or on any steeples or anything like that. We believe that the true sacrifice happened in the Garden of Gethsemane. And it was finished on the cross for sure. But anyways, let's get back to the madness.
I guess another thing about MAGA is that they don't care for high quality musical listening devices.
Nah.
Because they have no hobbies and they don't enjoy anything, but...
Yeah, I hate everything.
Any nice pair of headphones you buy will be labeled left and right, so you can hear the audio properly, because there are different instruments and sounds and techniques coming through the left and the right headphone.
What? Is that how that works? I wasn't aware. Well, thanks for clearing that up. I'm just a stupid conservative, so thank you for the education.
Also, the TikTok camera is inverted. You're just a bunch of dumb fucks.
And just for context, here is the video that she is talking about, the reason why she had to make this video explaining the video you're about to see, because she was getting a lot of heat online. Let's take a look.
I live in a really small town in the Midwest, so I really can't do anything or go anywhere without people just stopping and staring at me like I'll just be trying to go to the store and buy a bottle of water and everyone will stop and
That's like awesome.
This has to be performance art. It has to be self-aware satire. She cannot be this retarded, can she? Well, yes, she can. 0 days without liberal white women looking dumb as F. I don't think it's going to get much past 1, ever. As I mentioned in the introduction, we're going to be taking a peek into the Hivemind, because when the orders go out, they all have to obey. It's kind of like the Borg. Resistance is futile. And this first clip is interesting because apparently Elon Musk is offering to buy the person that made it a Cybertruck. I guess he really liked it or something. But take a look. It is just kind of, it's eerie. It's kind of creepy. Take a look.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Why are they doing this? Trump They're playing families off. That is the truth.
And that is the truth.
And that is the truth.
This next clip shows the Hivemind telling the people on the left that Trump's awful behavior towards judges is accelerating. Take a look.
Tensions between local and federal authorities over President Trump's immigration crackdown escalated today.
We begin this hour with a major escalation of the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration.
We begin with what appears to be a major escalation in the Trump administration's deportation efforts.
And what is a major escalation in the battle here in D.C. over immigration and deportation.
This feels like an insane and reckless escalation from the Trump administration arresting a judge. I will tell you, you are not alone.
Is a dramatic escalation.
More aggressive moves, more escalation.
Trump's escalation of his migrant purge.
This kind of escalatory action.
This is a dramatic escalation.
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 We've seen an escalation.
And here's the order from the Hivemind telling everybody to talk about how President Trump ambushed the president of South Africa on his visit to the White House.
President Trump orchestrated another Oval Office ambush today.
Today, Donald Trump meeting with the president of South Africa and attempting to ambush and humiliate that leader.
Zelensky territory, where essentially he was a bit ambushed inside the Oval Office.
Felt like an ambush in there, kind of like the President Zelensky meeting in the Oval Office.
This was an ambush. It was orchestrated.
Cyril Ramaphosa brought his best diplomatic self to this meeting, but nothing could have prepared him for this multimedia ambush.
What started as, to some degree, an ambush.
Well, Katie, I mean, it was an ambush.
Ambush.
Ambushed. Ambush.
An ambush.
Ambushing.
Ambushed inside the Oval Office.
And it's not just the national networks we have to worry about. This Hivemind mentality has trickled down into the local news networks, including Fox News, unfortunately. And, well, they're saying it themselves. It is a threat to democracy. And, man, it's just so creepy. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about trouble and trending irresponsible, one-sided news stories
plaguing our country. Plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This last clip shows a young man. He's outside in front of his house shooting some hoops in the driveway. And as he takes a shot, there just so happens to be a truck driving past his house. Just happens to be filled with, I guess, people from band. I'm not sure why. They're all in the back of this truck. Maybe they're going to a parade or something. They're going to be in a float. I don't know, but it's really kind of cool what they do for this young man as he makes the shot. And I think, you know, if we all had this kind of experience every day, I think the world would be a better place. Take a look. Well, we started off with a death wish list, and we ended with that kid hitting the shot, and for a mere moment, sounding like the whole world was cheering for him. And like I said before, I think we could all use a little bit more of that in our lives. I think the world would be a better place. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you for spending time, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, slap that bell around, do a hype if you can, and until the next episode, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.